My disappointment is immeasurable, and my day is ruined.
Welcome in if you are new to the unscripted, unoutlined, Untitled Underqualified Podcast. If you are returning, welcome back. We're glad you're back. Today is January 28th, 2021, and it is the 11th episode. We're going back to basics here. Just Finn and I, no guest, just shooting whatever we said at the beginning that we were going to be doing. Right side of your screen. You got, again, lovely Finn at Skidap on Twitter. Above our faces, we have a Twitter account. It is at Underqualified, and is primarily run by the guy that you see on the right, because I have no idea how to Twitter, and he would be the
I also haven't
person.
given him the password.
Yeah, I don't even know if I want the username or password or whatever, however you have to sign into Twitter, because, I feel like you probably do a better job at running social media, because you do the Around the Corn podcast, you did our social media, and I figured, why not just let you do that one too? Because, is there really anything that I have to add to or I can't really think of anything that I would really want to tweet out.
You have the facial hair.
For about 2 more weeks. For about 2 more weeks, yes. Yeah, this was a thing for me to, I want to know how, I was just growing out my facial hair, and then quarantine happened, and I'm like, okay, I guess I'll just grow this out until a year. And so February 6th was the last time I shaved. February 6th, 2020. Or shaved this ugly bastard. So that's going to be going away. And I'm very, very excited, because I'm tired of this, really, honestly. It was just a challenge. It was just honestly just a challenge for me to see how long I could go. And I've stuck with it. It got to around December. I'm like, why am I still doing this? But I'm like, I only got 2 months left. Just why not? Why not just, write it out?
Speaking of why not. Speaking of why not. Ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't been paying attention to the news today, it sucks to suck, man. Because, wow. Some idiots on Reddit have really upended the financial industry. Holy shit. It's wild to think that some random dudes that decided to buy 14,000 shares of GameStop suddenly caused their favorite broker to shut down their operation, and accidentally made a meme into something that's made me thousands today. Oops.
Not just you. So many other people.
A lot of people.
So many other people.
A lot of people. Holy shit. Absolute just time.
Definitely power to the players. Thank you. Welcome in again, Circle Herc. We're glad you're here again. So glad you're here. Circle Herc, I gotta ask you, did you invest in GameStop? It's because I didn't, and now I can't. So I'm
Oh,
kind
you
of
can again for
wait. It's unlocked now.
300. Yeah.
I'm not gonna do that.
Unlocked
Though. I'm not
for
gonna buy a share for like what you said 800.
300.
Yeah, I thought it was
But
300. I'm not
you
gonna.
might get it for 350.
Nah,
Because
I can't.
you'll buy it at
I
market
can't do
open.
that. Just can't do that. It's not worth the risk for me. Not worth it. It's really funny because last night we were talking about this,
Yeah.
and you're like, "Oh, let me get you on Robinhood, and like get you referred because if I refer you, you get a free stock and I get a free stock, and your free stock when you signed up for Robinhood,
GameStop.
and that was a long time ago when you signed up. For
Oh,
Robinhood.
that was last March.
Yeah.
Using GameStop, I was able to game the system so that I have not put a single of my own dollars into Robinhood. But I made $3,800 of profit off of GameStop alone. I threw.
Oh, you're a hedge fund guy.
Oh, he's a hedge fund guy.
No.
Well, Mr. Hedge Fund guy, Circle Herc, you'll be glad to know that I threw a bunch of money into Tesla. I have 4 shares of Tesla now. I've made more money off of a meme today than I made off the GameStop debacle. Yo, we've got Mater back in the chat.
Corvers, welcome back. Welcome back. We are discussing the meme of the stock market right now.
A shit show that is Wall Street bets and Dogecoin.
So help me out. So why, in a sense, why is this essentially a bad thing? Or is it a bad thing?
It's not a bad thing that it's happening at the scale that it is. It's a bad thing that people do this, though, because they create artificial bubbles that then pop, and the layman gets caught in the crossfire. I mean, look at just the hedge funds themselves. Some of these hedge funds aren't actually, multi-billionaires putting money into these large traders. I feel really bad for the little man that's got their money into these accounts so that it can grow as much as possible. Maybe it's their retirement even sometimes. But then now because of this, a lot of their stock, a lot of their short hold stock had to get just sloughed off because these hedge fund traders were all like, "No, man, we can't let people actually make money." Literally be what? It's like, what? Did they expect you to lose 15 pounds tonight? It's like, I know a guy.
Private Corver
I don't think he's licensed, but I know a guy.
Corver says in chat, so glad I made it in for this. Actually got out of work early, literally for being fat. And in parentheses, have a height/weight test early tomorrow. Bless you, Finn, for that. Wonderful.
No, that was beautiful. Fuck off, dude. What? How? I'm so confused. What do they expect tonight to do for you? Or were they just like, "Oh yeah, if you're working tomorrow, you have to take this test, but you're fat, so we don't want you to take it because you're gonna fail."
Missed body fat percentage by 1% last week, so he'll get taped again tomorrow.
1%. What's your body fat percentage at? Also, how do they measure that? How, like, calipers do they use? Like,
how did you measure your body fat, Finn?
Oh, I use calipers. I have like a $400 pair of calipers.
Ooh. I'll have to drive down to Nebraska just for just a BMI measurement or a body fat measurement.
Oh no, they use the Navy method. I hate that.
He is in the military.
23%. They use tape to measure body fat. That is garbage. They literally just like measure your waist, your arm. I'm pretty sure it's like what? Waist, arms, thighs, neck, chest, and I don't know, man. What else? Like your big toe.
Just waist and neck.
Is it? Oh,
Going
Never
back
mind.
to the market, Circle Herc says it's a win-win. Either it's a giant transfer of wealth from the big guy to the little guy, or it's a perfect peek behind the curtain for both the left and right. This country is gonna unite. He's not wrong on
Oh,
the
dude,
left and right part, because I've
dude,
seen that both
AOC. AOC was live for like 250,000 people on Twitch talking about GME and retail traders.
really.
Yeah.
Because I know the
Like
only stream that I remember her having was that Among Us stream promoting people to vote, promoting basically
with
voter
Pokemon.
turnout. Yeah, just with a bunch of other. I didn't know she actually streamed again about this, because I
Yeah,
saw
she just
that
streamed tonight.
I saw that Dave Portnoy, Barstool founder,
Was on Tucker Carlson. I watched that.
yeah, I think he was the one who initiated it, and then AOC commented on it, and then Donald Trump Jr., I believe, and maybe Ted Cruz. I'm not entirely sure.
Donald Trump Jr., a guy who's made millions of dollars off of his daddy's hedge funds.
He quote tweeted that and basically said, it's a little bit of a stretch, but it is still there, saying that he's supporting it. He's supporting what's going on right now. So basically, everybody, you're right, Sir Kirk. Everybody right now is just the only people not liking this are the 1%.
Not even that, the 0.01%.
Yes.
Once we realize we're scary as shit to them, we win. See, I don't think that we're that scary to them, because unfortunately, money talks.
Mm-hmm.
Like I love the idea. I really do, Circle Herc. Like, goddamn, I love the idea that we can actually like take down like the big man if we really try. But when's the last time we did that? I'm pretty sure that we tried in the Civil War, and we ended up with Davy Crockett getting shot.
There's a lyric from a Linkin Park song that I kept replaying in my head today. Based off of what has just happened. It's from I think it's called Hands Held High, and there's a lyric in there. Mike Shinoda, he's the MC, rapper or singer. He's multi-instrumentalist. He says, "When the rich wage war, it's the poor who die." And in my mind, again, I am kind of a dum-dum here. I feel like this is actually happening because the SEC, which I believe is the Stock Exchange Committee, is that what it stands for?
I don't know, man. It's either the government or it's a bunch of Alabama groupies.
Basically,
doesn't matter which one you want.
This is just a sense like, even if we're not poor, to the billionaires we are poor, so we are the poor, and basically the rich have waged this war by trying to shut this down. And it is the poor who die because they're protecting their asses. The way I see it is that I see it like gambling. The way I see
stock market?
Yeah, I see it like gambling. So
the stock market fully is. It's gambling with a much larger margin for error.
Yeah, so you can't just be like, oh, I'm gonna gamble. I'm gonna gamble on shorting these stocks, and then this gamble didn't work out. Daddy Congress, please. That's what I see it as. I'm not sure if that's actually happening, but think about it at a smaller scale. Think about it as sports betting. If you bet on a parlay in a sports book and you lose, you're SOL. Like, you can't. There's nothing that's going to protect you from not having to pay up or anything, or just losing out. So
it's wild.
It's so messed up. They either lost billions or they'll rig it, in which case everyone, which is both left and right, sees how the game is played. Knowledge is always more lucrative than wealth.
See, you say that, and again, this is me just kind of being like that very, I don't want to say cynical, but almost trying to be as realistic as possible. Like, money talks. Look at Bernie Madoff. How long did Bernie Madoff get off with it?
Oh, man.
He didn't even pay the SEC. He didn't pay the FBI. He didn't pay the CIA. He just, kind of devil's advocate, I guess, is the best way to look at it. It's kind of like when Dave Portnoy went on to Tucker Carlson, half the stuff he was saying, I was like, dude, you threatened to fire people that wanted to unionize. Shut up. But it's like, this has happened so many times before. Ponzi schemes are the absolute greatest examples of this kind of power being abused. How often do we shut down major Ponzi schemes and actually implicate everyone involved? like the Bernie Madoff one was absolutely wild because there were only two people that were involved, like that were knowledgeable about it. It was him and his bookkeeper, him and his head bookkeeper. But then you've got all of these other ones. Look at the Frank Garza Ponzi scheme. Iowa fans are going to be like, yeah, Dave Portnoy did raise $35 million for small businesses, but still, man, he did kind of a shitty thing for union workers. Let's not forget the little man in his industry. You know, one good deed is not wrong another. Or no, what was it? Wrong,
one good deed doesn't right another. There you go.
Sorry.
I think we're both pretty exhausted. I'm not gonna lie. I woke up today. So I'm real quickly before I get into this, I'm gonna read Corver's chat. It says, "I've lost all respect. Sorry, this is absolutely rigged for money or ratings, and not sure which. Won't be silent. Just saw it live. Sorry."
Oh no, dude! I want this shit shut down like fast. I wanted it shut down since the housing market collapsed in 2008.
Aisha Curry.
Oh yeah.
That name sounds familiar. I don't remember.
It's
Steph Curry. Is that Steph Curry's? Okay,
yeah. But dude, like, I remember. So back in high school, I did extemporaneous speaking, and I really like to speak on economic issues. That especially economic issues in the retail market. And a lot of times real estate would come up because the real estate market's been growing and growing and growing. The housing bubble is going to happen again. Why is the housing bubble going to happen again? Because of money. This is a bubble. The stock market currently is a bubble, and it's happening not because of money, but because of sheer volume. Except that the money's adding into it. And like bubbles are hard to explain, and I'm definitely not qualified to explain what they are.
What's the remember the name of our podcast? Do you want to?
We have a name.
It was Untitled.
We don't have a title.
Untitled.
We don't have a
that
title.
Is the title. Our title is Untitled Underqualified.
Underqualified.
So when you say you're not qualified, keep in mind what.
But when this bubble starts to build, and then the money gets involved, all they've done is created this wave. I can guarantee you that there are tens of thousands of people that are buying GameStop right now that it's back up on Robinhood. There are people that don't care for Robinhood, but they're like, this is what I've got to do. They've got to do it. And no matter which way you look at it, we finally have the stupid Republicans and Democrats. Yeah, the stupid Democrats too. Yeah. But the stupid Republicans are the vocal ones on Twitter. Ted Cruz. Everybody's seen it. Everybody's talking about it, finally. And so we're not going to have another situation like 2008 where the top gets away with it because they've crashed it all. This time, if it goes to shit, somebody's going to probably be held accountable. And if it doesn't go to shit, guess who's going to end up making out like bandits? Not you, because you didn't sign up for Robinhood.
I did not sign up for Robinhood last night. Sir Kirk says we can nitpick all day, but yesterday and today were an overall win for Americans. They write new rules to screw people out of money. It won't go unnoticed. You're not wrong. And I also agree. I thought yesterday was a win for everybody.
I think today's the bigger win even. My
issue was that when news organizations, or when media outlets and news organizations started picking this up, they made it seem like such a bad thing. Like, no, this is a good thing for consumers. This is a very good thing for the consumers. But then they made it seem like, and they're not making the connections about like how, what's the difference between a bunch of people sitting like desk, whatever, armchair, I don't know, whatever you want to call them. People just sitting at their desk doing stocks trading, like on Reddit. What's the difference between that and the actual people doing that on Wall Street, collaborating? So that's like why can't you make the connection that, if this is happening in a large scale with just normal people, how do you actually think it is on Wall Street?
Market manipulation.
Yeah,
has always happened and will always happen.
Yeah, and I don't know why, like, these media. No, I've not seen one. I've watched the news recently. I try to watch the news every single day, But like, I haven't seen anything. No news outlet or no media organization has said that or compared this to, what actually goes on behind the scenes. Or they're treating it like this is this new phenomenon. Like, no,
Dude, CNBC is pissed fuck about it.
Yeah,
because they get all of their money tips from billionaires, and you know what the billionaires are right now? Fucking wrong.
When I saw some of these interviews, it really is like these experts are like trying to protect their asses by going after the Wall Street bets and all these other people doing it. They're like in panic mode. And they don't. And I think they know why they're in panic mode, and they're trying to convince
everybody else to be in panic mode.
Yeah, it bothers me. It bothers me because like if you really can't see the upside to this, there's something wrong with you, and you are part of the problem.
Oh yeah. Oh, 100%. I think the problem's huge, and it's going to keep growing. It's going to keep growing and keep growing until Congress takes action. And you know why Congress isn't going to take action? Because I think the House of Representatives is going to fuck us over, because there's so many rich white old men in there that have all of their money invested with these billionaire hedge funds. And it's going to be like, we had Congress today.
I actually think that I don't disagree with you. I really don't disagree with you there. I think Congress is going to take action to stop this, for prevent this further from happening, though.
Oh no, circle her. Hold on, man. CNBC had Discord take down the Reddit sites for. I mean
that's true.
Wall Street Bets, Discord server. I've been in it for about a year just because those guys are wild. No, that place was a cesspool. It really was. Like, actually, there was this one, like, not big Twitch streamer, but this relatively well-known, like, trans Twitch streamer that hopped in to talk about stuff one time, got absolutely just driven out. It took maybe 10 minutes, and she was just out of there. No, that one was bad. The new one's better.
Since you were in the Discord, can you give us an image of the types of people that were in there? Like, were they were they wannabe investors, or were they actually experts and like toxic investors?
None of them on Wall Street Bets are experts. Wall Street Bets specializes in seeing trends and thinking that they understand them, i.e., this stock always jumps at this time of the month because of this phenomenon. Okay, cool. You've read the experts like stuff on them. But are you really willing to invest $30 million into this? That's what you just said was your entire life savings plus your retirement that you've been saving for 50 years. Really? Or like the GameStop guy. The GameStop guy got super lucky, I think, because he ended up basically market manipulating everything into a clusterfuck. And yes, they suddenly decided to dump it Circle Herc because now it's popular, because Wall Street Bets was known to be the reason for this. And this is their first actual successful market takeover. They've literally never taken over the market, let alone a stock, let alone a market, until today.
Have they tried to before?
Today, until this week. Yeah.
Okay.
They've tried. They'll do what are called YOLOs. Like this GameStop guy invested everything that he had. And this one worked out super well.
Really dumb.
Yeah.
This sounds really, really dumb.
Oh yeah. No, it's super dumb.
So you're right. You're right. He did get super lucky that everybody followed suit.
And now they're talking about Nokia. They're talking about AMC. They actually have momentum now, and they're gonna fucking blow it.
I told you Nokia. I told you Nokia. They were targeting Nokia yesterday, but you were thinking it wasn't going to go anywhere.
Shut down already. Yeah, it had gotten shut down already.
So
they were dumping it.
Let me ask you, because you actually invest. How long do you think this is going to happen? Do you think this is just going to be a 1 week thing and everybody's just going to get tired of it and stop doing it, or
month, maybe 2 at the longest?
So still not long, but longer.
And then it'll fizzle out once enough people get burned. Once people get burned by the stock market, they tend not to go back in.
Well, yeah, it's like a toxic relationship. Like, why would you want to go back in?
Yeah. I mean, for context, for those of you, again, I ended up with 10 shares of GameStop sold on, what was it, Tuesday? No, Wednesday. Yeah, yesterday.
He got his shares for free, by the way. Those were his Robinhood shares.
I got 1 share of GameStop when I signed up for Robinhood last March. Through Circle Herc. If you're the rich guy I'm taking money from, I'll give you
Sir Kirk.
If you're the rich guy that I'm taking money from, I'll give you a sip of my rum. If that makes you feel any better. Went out and I spoiled myself to celebrate my gains.
Bacardi.
This stuff's good.
I haven't had it. I don't know when I'll have it ever. I don't know when again.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I haven't had Captain, so I'll have the dry Captain.
I like Captain Coke.
I'm cool with spending $20, but 24, like, come on.
So then, will you spend $50 to $60 on an alcohol?
Depends.
Because I will dump $55 to $60 on Patron, on a bottle of Patron.
Yikes! First of all, that's tequila, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Not gonna do that because it's tequila. Also, yeah, the Truly teas actually kind of good. I woke up on Saturday not feeling so hot, but
you were drinking a bunch of them Thursday night. I remember.
Thursday night I went through most of them, but then Friday night I was mixing with vodka.
Luckily, though, you got all your alcohol before the snowstorm hit.
It's true. I did get all my alcohol before the snowstorms hit.
So what did you actually do? Were you actually snowed? Because you guys got a lot more snow than Ames did.
We ended up with 15 inches total.
Yeah, we only got like 10 and a half in Ames.
Jeez,
and like 20 miles south in Ankeny, they got like 14. So there's like a big difference between, just 20 minutes.
Dude, that's wild.
Yeah.
No, we weren't like snowed in because we have a front porch. It's covered. So I was like, hell yeah, dude. And we didn't get mail for 2 days.
Really? The post office even shut down?
Yeah.
Or I
think we saw packages
maybe they
just didn't
deliver to your address.
I know that we had packages going out around town, but there were people that didn't get mail.
I really wonder if it's the whole, because I know they have
Probably
the option not to deliver to addresses if they feel like it's unsafe. It would be marked like as unsafe delivery. I know because I know people that actually work with the postal service. So, I did end up coming over and we sipped Halloween apple pie shots. That's
while cuddling. Damn, I'm jealous.
Yeah, I have. If you didn't know this, Circle Herc is a cuddler, and I hope that my cuddles were sufficient enough for you also.
It's true. I do believe that I saw that he was a cuddler once.
Yeah,
makes sense.
I hope I was good enough.
How he is just a big old teddy bear. Big old teddy bear with human teeth.
Okay. Yeah, I'll have to ask you. I'll have to ask you when you actually come on the show again, because I'm sure you will come on the show again. Yeah, it wasn't just an apple. It was actually just apple juice. Actually, there was that frozen, like, it was the melted frozen apple juice concentrate that you have. That's all. You just put it in a pot and you just let it melt, and that's what I just drank from that. You ever seen one of those?
No.
Yeah. Oh, you don't know what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so there are these like fruit juices that I will not ask you now because I'll ask I'll not ask you now because one, I already forgot what I was going to ask. It's been a long day for me. Two,
he wants you to ask him to come on the show.
I mean, there's that.
I won't.
There's that. That's like, oh wait, ask you now to come on the show right now?
I won't ask you now because I forgot.
Oh god, I'm out of it. There's more. Add more to these memes and clips. So maybe that's what we're gonna have to upload to the Twitter. Is just clips of my absolute sheer stupidity and absolutely being lost.
Oh my god.
I'll never be allowed back on. We all know it. You'll have to ask Finn.
It's true. I am the coordinator. I am the writer.
He's
Maybe
the one.
That's why our show sucks so much.
No, stop it. Stop it. No, bad.
When is Squires hopping on?
Oh, never. Hopefully never.
Probably when he has himself as his profile picture without a full picture of himself over top of his face.
He changed something. He did change his profile picture, I did see.
Yeah, to a picture that I tweeted out.
I don't even know what it's him, but like his face is
but
blocked.
It's the new ghost from Ghostbusters.
Oh, okay, that's what it was.
I am the gatekeeper. That's from Ghostbusters too, right? Yeah.
It's been a while since we've seen Ghostbusters, so I can't relate.
Get roasted on a Twitch stream for 2 hours, dude. It would be wild. I could see him 5 straight. Yeah, nice.
Hold on.
Nice.
Corver, you just gave us a good idea. Maybe we should start a Patreon, and tier 3 Patreons could be like, yo, let's donate to this Patreon, and we'll get, if we meet a certain goal, we'll get Squires on. It has to be a lot of money, though. I feel like it'd have to be a lot of money because, one, I won't even know what to roast him for. Two, him coming on the show might be our very, very last show ever because we might get banned from Twitch because based on we don't know what he's going to say, and I'm quite frankly afraid. I'm quite frankly afraid of what he's going to say. We don't know. He might drop a homophobic slur. He might drop the hard R. I don't know.
Dude, if Squires said the gamer word, holy shit.
We're done. That's it.
Be a time.
That is it. We are there's no more.
That'd be a time. Jason just disconnects from the call, kind of stares at the camera like all right,
I will stop the stream, go on my own, not even private Discord. Won't even go on Discord. I'll just record the camera, start another stream, and just say, I apologize for that happening. We're done now. There's no coming back for that, basically. And there's no if he did that. And that's why it's like it's more of a risk to have him on the show than it is to invest in GameStop right now.
It's more of a risk to have him on the show than it was to have Circle Hurricane. The dude, I think, nearly peed himself just asking to come on. Dude, yeah, no, I'll start an OnlyFans just to post that video. Yeah, that'd be sick.
What would be the price of that video? What would you price it at?
Oh god, $15. I feel like $15 would be pretty worth it.
And would you also have the OnlyFans, like the mouse that you use to edit it? What else can I think of? The leftover alcohol that you were drinking while you were editing it? What would be the equivalent of bath water in that scenario? I can't really think of one.
Spit from me, just
the gamer grease. The gamer grease is
gamer grease, dude.
The gamer thin bathwater line will drop when Goops shuts down. When Goop shuts down,
when Goop shuts down, I will sell my bathwater.
I don't know how much adult diapers cost. I've actually never bought some, so I really don't know. Please, Circlehurt, please drop us with some knowledge. See, this is now really why I wish that I got chat to work on screen, but I just wasn't able to figure it out. Unfortunately, this would be a perfect stream for that.
Yeah,
it's
definitely would.
Unfortunate that I couldn't get it set up properly.
No, dude, Mater, you're 100% right. Squires definitely is the type of guy that drops the gamer word all the time. I bet that he drops the gamer word with a hard R. Just at everything.
Yeah, I can see that happening too.
Yeah, gamer word probably at everything.
And that's
it's like that PewDiePie clip. It's like that kind of thing. You know? That's got to be it. And there's no other.
And that's it's just a disappointing thought, which is why
my
I open up with
disappointment
this
is immeasurable.
He
and
hard
my day
R's
is
the
ruined.
hook in Mad City.
See, we opened up with that because, as you know, we were going to be heading down that route anyway. We were going to be heading around Disappointment Street. So,
I'm dead. I'm dying. That it's the greatest thing that I've ever heard said about another human being, and it's probably the shittiest thing I've ever heard said about another human being.
no.
Dude, just think though. If you have a hard R in the hook in Mad City, it goes from being about Compton to being about the middle of bumfuck Oklahoma.
No, that's not the reason. We actually haven't had internet issues. Luckily on my end, the stream's been pretty good going up. The only issue we had last week was when Stivers was on the show. His internet is a potato sometimes, and so that's more of on his end.
And we thought that mine was bad.
Yeah, but the internet's fine, which is why I did that test stream about 2-3 weeks ago. Because we switched over to low latency, so now we should be able to respond to chat a little bit quicker than normal. At least that's the hope.
Yeah. No, we've had a couple of episodes where it's like small issues, but those episodes were a lot of fun nonetheless. I remember I kept like leaning in to hear us, and I was like,
and that was a tough episode because that was on Thanksgiving. Even though we weren't doing anything, still it's like it was a spur of the moment. Let's do it. And I had his volume up to 200%. It was still pretty quiet. And even the next day, I got comments like, I couldn't hear Austin. Like I tried with what I could do.
Dude, when we have Austin back on, it's gonna be so much better.
It'll be better, yeah. And I think the problem was that he was using a Chromebook, and so his Discord kept crashing too. So he kept leaving the stream and coming back in just because Discord would literally crash his Chromebook. But it's not, we work around that stuff. We still make good content. We still have good conversations.
Do we make good content?
I feel like we do. I enjoy. I'm not one that actually enjoys listening to myself talk, but I can actually watch these episodes back and actually be entertained by them.
Dude, I haven't watched a single one of our episodes back.
Well, that's because you don't edit them.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair. You don't go through thinking, okay, what did Finn say that I really have to get rid of?
Luckily, you haven't said anything on the live shows. There was only that New Year's. There was only that New Year's episode. And my God, it took me 3 hours to edit that. 3 to 4 hours in my eyes. It was at that moment I realized, not that I fucked up, but it was at that moment I realized maybe I should get some glasses if I'm going to be editing videos to protect my eyes protect my eyes from blue light just a bit. Because I was editing for a long time in a dark room. I think Austin doesn't know. I was just in a dark room doing it. Have proper lighting when you do things, guys. Save your eyes. Save your eyes and ears. Those are the things that don't come back. They don't just grow back.
I'm like, yes, I recommend Circle Arc. Really good mic, I thought. $50 USB mic from Razer. Actually, it's pretty solid stuff. Because you don't need, I have a $200 mic.
And I'm
you
jealous.
Don't need that big of a mic.
I am jealous of your mic because it does cut out a lot of the echo. Like that's your mic would be perfect in my scenario because I still haven't finished soundproofing my room. As in, this here was just leftover.
Oh, we can see your other wall.
Yeah, because I have moved. I have that. I have moved. Last week was the first episode where I have shifted positions because I have another. If you see me looking off screen over to it would be to the right, I believe. I can't really see directions because I'm mirrored. It's kind of weird here. When I keep looking off screen, I'm looking at a different monitor, or technically a TV, but I'm using it as a second monitor too sometimes. So that's why I keep looking off, and so that's why I've been shifted over. So you see this sound foam, that's just left over, and then over there we go. Yeah, here there's other leftover soundproofing because I'm trying to get soundproofing on all the walls. What you can't see is what's behind the camera, and that wall is like got a lot of a lot of soundproofing on it. So, top 5 to invite under to the roast: Squires, Tohawk, Sam, and that baby from Ice Age, and then Corver. Corver, I'm glad that you're. I hope you don't mind me calling you Corver because we're not entirely sure what to refer to you as. But I'm glad
they call him Tomater.
Tomater. I called him AJ that one time when he had us all dying because he was like, if she ain't a lady, if she ain't 280. I still watch that. I still watch that clip back a couple times just because if I ever need a good laugh, that's it. I'm not gonna call you dumbass unless you're actually. I do believe
that I did call you dumbass a lot. I genuinely believe that I did.
Is Tohawk the guy who has screaming Fran McCaffrey as his profile picture on Twitter?
Dude, there's so many of those guys. He might have just the Fran that's like.
I don't know, because there's a lot of Hawks. There's like Tohawk. There's Big M Hawk. There's Hawk Chick. There's a bunch of. So I have a hard time keeping track of everything. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, AJ, you deserved it. Whatever I called you dumbass. It wasn't.
I'm glad that I'm glad that yesterday Finn gave me the rundown on Sam because I didn't really know who Sam was. I just see him. I just see whenever I see Sam, I just see if I see anybody that has a tweet and it's quote tweeted, I have to look. Is it Sam? Is it Sam? And I look. It is Sam. Just chain of
I think his screen must be like broken where the reply button is. It's those damn iPhones, man. I tell you what.
Where both the reply button and the type your replies bar at the bottom are both broken.
Occasionally says something decent. Dude, he's such a closet racist. It's not even funny. It's wild. Some of the stuff that he says, and then he's like, why is everybody mad at me? It's a funny joke. It's like, no, it's a funny joke to the 7 people that liked it. All of which have Hawk in their name.
He's got a lot of followers, I noticed, and that's how he gets likes. That's how he gets his likes.
He used to be a Waterboy burner.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, he used to be a Waterboy burner. I'm pretty sure that's where Squires got the idea.
There's like Squires, like vanilla version 1.0. Or Alpha.
Yeah. Squires used to be called Squirrely Squires.
I remember that. I do remember that.
He does have another account called Squirrely Fran.
I feel like Squires is actually called into Sound Off one time.
Oh, there's no way he hasn't. I'm pretty sure he would call into Sound. It's like, Iowa State women won their basketball game. Iowa State sucks.
I've watched so many episodes of Sound Off, but for some reason, Squires sounds like I feel like he actually has. I know he definitely follows Sound Off, and Sound Off has like replied, or he pops in the replies. Sound Off replies. I think Sound Off has quote tweeted him sometimes, or replied to him. Sound Off's pretty cool because they actually engage with their audience. That's what I like about Sound Off.
Casey Smith was cool. She was cool. She took my bait. What's up, Casey? How you been? I miss you.
Don't say anything interesting for the next 4 minutes, so then I'll just keep talking, and Finn will just stay quiet.
Dude, it's been so hard to get people to take bait recently. Because it used to be since Sam followed Ryan. Like
that actually happened?
For a long time.
Oh, man.
Sam followed Ryan. So Ryan would like something that I said, and then Sam would get at it. And then suddenly I'd have a bunch of angry Hawks in my replies, but I'd still be gaining likes like crazy because a bunch of Cyclones would see it. And I'd be like, Andy
Fales still is on Sound Off, but he has a minor role. He's not like a co-host anymore. He's got his own segment called What's Bugging Andy, where he basically just rants, and it's actually really entertaining. I like it. It's actually it's a segment where you can actually hear somebody rant and actually be smart about it. So let's
start
like,
that here. Okay, what's bugging Finn? What's bugging Finn is this goddamn itch that I have on my left leg. I can't get rid of it.
There's a lot of things bugging you, especially what you sent me earlier today, and that was just.
Yeah, no, I've got a lot of things bugging me. I'm spiraling out.
That added to the whole okay, I know what intro I'm gonna run today. because
I'm completely numb. It's that 23% body fat, my guy.
Yeah, Corver, like all the WHO 13 sports guys seem cool. Like Keith Murphy seems cool. John Sears, he's the Hawkeye basically correspondent. He covers more of the Hawkeye sports. He also seems cool. What's EDP? Well, okay, wait a minute. You know about EDP? Oh God, I think so like all the guys at Sound Off seem pretty cool. Even the new guy Mark Freund, or new-ish. He's been there for like a year and a half, but he seems cool too. And Andy Fales. They have their own radio show on KNXNO 1460 AM in Des Moines, where it's like the Murphy and Andy show. So it's like Keith Murphy and Andy Fales. They do their own radio talk show. So
the Good Evening Twitter rant was the one where he like took such a massive shit that his leg went numb, right? Pretty sure that was what that was. It was either he took just a massive shit or he had a big fat nut.
Been there.
It wasn't shitting. God, what was it then? Why did his leg go numb?
Welcome in, everybody. I hope you're enjoying this really laid back, super not serious stream tonight.
What do you mean? This is the most serious we've actually been, probably.
I don't know. I think the most serious one was the one where we did it was like episode 2. It was the one where we didn't know what to do. It was about we had that list.
The men's.
We had that list of questions. No, okay, yeah, never mind. I forgot about the men's one. That was probably the most serious one. Even though we still joked, that was still the most serious one.
Yeah, the one where we talked about how it sucks to actually be a dude anymore, and it's because of dudes, and women are all like, "Well, it takes to be a woman." Yeah, it sucks to be a woman. But you know what else? It sucks to be a dude because dudes suck.
It's kind of funny. I say, welcome. I'm glad you're here. And then we lost 2 viewers. That's my life. That is my life. And I've actually noticed.
Anyway, I'll be hosting next week's episode alone. Jason will just be sitting in the corner crying.
I'll be sitting in the corner doing calculus homework.
Dude, yeah. Iowa State's semester started again, didn't it?
Yeah, and it didn't start off very well. Not at all.
How many assignments you got this week?
Fuck, man. I got like 8 assignments due.
Seriously?
I had a quiz due tonight that I was finishing up, and it's still, I have another attempt remaining that I have to do by midnight if I want to keep my 7 out of 10. It's just a second problem I can't figure the fuck out. Can't figure it out. But, so there's that one. And I got a quiz due tomorrow. I got a review session at 1:10 tomorrow. And then I have 3 quizzes due on Sunday by midnight. 3 homework assignments due Sunday by midnight. Another homework assignment due Sunday by midnight. And I thought I had another homework due Sunday by midnight, but it's actually Monday by midnight. So good start to week 1.
Wild.
Good start to week 1 as a student, but also real bad start to, we had a student die.
That wasn't a great start.
No, a terrible start. It's like, what the fuck? So, that's what I'm gonna rant about today. I probably clipped the microphone as hard as fuck, and it probably just, my voice probably got distorted there. But seriously, every single time for the 4 years that I've been, or actually, yeah, I guess 4 years because I've taken a total of a year off from school. You know, my very first semester of college, week 1, a guy shoots himself in his car. A student shoots himself in his car in a parking lot that I was parked near a couple days ago. It was over at Hilton Coliseum. And then, like a couple years later, I live by a golf course, and I was at a bus stop. I had just boarded a bus, like 2 hours earlier before this happened. We had a golfer murdered. One of our students was murdered.
That was what, 2018?
2018. So a student died 2016, fall 2016, fall 2018, fall 2019. Last year, another student took his own life inside of Forker, a grad student. And then spring 2021.
That one bugged me.
it's spring 2021. Another student dies, and I know we're getting dark here, but my God, like, what the fuck is happening? I mean, is it just a problem that's going on around campuses across the United States? Because we had two suicides, a murder, and an accidental death happen, all within the past 4.5 years. And I know over at the University of Iowa there was an accidental death 2 years ago, spring 2019, when there was this large polar vortex we had. The University of Iowa student got locked out of their dorm, and they froze to death. So,
wasn't that what happened to this sorority student that died at Iowa State?
There's still no official details released. Like, local news has stopped covering it. So I just assumed it's a private investigation now that's not going to get released to the public. Details aren't going to get released to the public.
Because the rumor that I've heard is that she probably drunk, but she slipped on ice in the parking lot because I'm not going to say the sorority parking lot, but it's like a straight paved parking lot, so it's not gravel like some. She ended up slipping on a patch of ice, fell, hit her head, knocked herself out cold, and then she ended up freezing to death overnight.
What do you think? If this is the case, and I'm not going to assume that she was drunk though either, because I don't want to make it, with stuff like this. I really don't try hard not to make any assumptions about anything. Like, I'm not even trying to assume how they died or anything like that. I'm just waiting for official details. But I think from you, because you said you had a source close to them or something like that, I believe it was. So I kind of trust your. I trust your theory, I guess. I don't really want to call it a theory though either. More than other things that I've heard. I thought it was like she bled out. Definitely she.
And that's possible too.
Definitely, like, hypothermia would have kicked in, like, no matter what, because that was a cold night. That was a very cold night.
And that's like 100. That's definitely possible too. But I definitely have heard a lot of people saying, oh, it was alcohol. She died because of alcohol poisoning, or she like choked on her own vomit because of alcohol. And like the biggest thing is, from what anybody knows currently, and it could come out that I'm completely wrong, and that's fine as long as we end up knowing the truth in the end. She didn't die of alcohol. It was either she bled out or she froze to death. And like, shit sucks. Holy shit, somebody died. That sucks. But like, at the same time, we gotta kind of be real about it, Like, when things like that happen, you gotta get to the brass tacks. You gotta figure out what actually happened. Rumors, theories are fun until you're dealing with somebody's life or life.
Yeah, so that's stuff like my sister made a theory about it, and I'm not even going to say what her theory was, because I guess my local news back at the Quad Cities covered it, and they revealed her name. So, like,
she's over the age of 18, so they can.
They can, but like, so
I think Iowa State and Ames PD weren't, just because they were waiting for the family to say so.
They're pending notification of family, and that's
your news isn't held to that.
I was told that at least news was saying that details were going to be released Monday. So this happened on a Friday. It happened overnight on a. It happened the night that we were live.
Yeah, Thursday, boys.
Yeah, it happened that night, and I was still awake. I just couldn't get to sleep. I don't know. Maybe that's why I couldn't get to sleep. Maybe it's just because maybe my brain knew something wasn't right. I don't know. That's probably not even right at all. I just probably couldn't sleep. But my sister. So I think so. When they released her name, I wondered, like, how did they get her name? And I realized that the local newspaper or local news that were in Minnesota, where she was from in Minnesota, their local news released the name, because the mother was notified, and the mother came up with a statement confirming it. So that's how it spread. That's my theory about how it spread. But my sister made a theory about it. I'm not even gonna say it. And I think I'm glad I forgot most of it because it's such a bad theory. I'm like, no, don't make any theories about this right now. It's still an active investigation. I don't want to make it. I think it's just disrespectful to make a theory, especially a theory that she made. It was like very, very disrespectful. Like on the top, like on the along the lines of she was drugged. And she gave like a specific drug. My sister gave a specific drug. What like happens? Like no. Just because you went to the University of Illinois does not mean that happens here too. Completely different organizations, completely different universities.
Totally different cultures. One's nickname is Review. In case people were unaware of that, that is definitely something that I've heard Illinois called more than a dozen times.
Yeah, we don't have a Green Street. There's nowhere here in Ames that I know of that you'll find people partying on the tops of rooftops, butt naked, whatever.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, unfortunately, but at the same time, unfortunately, some people here I don't want to see naked.
Hey, you know what, man? Different strokes for different folks. I'm sure that AJ would love to see just about everybody naked.
I was waiting outside of a sorority because my ex-girlfriend lived right next to a sorority, an apartment complex next to a sorority. And I was just, sitting in the parking lot, just staring down at my phone, just waiting for her to come down. And I look up and I see that there's this girl. Like, all right, you're gonna close your blinds, right? Like, be smart, close your blinds. Nope. What she does, takes off her shirt, and like, oh god, close your blinds, please, close your blinds. And she's just letting it hang out there. It's out the window. Like, I don't know. She just like, I was like, there's a parking lot that faces your sorority building. Please put your shirt on, please.
Jason, you're so sheltered.
Well, it's more of just like, I don't want to see this stuff. It feels wrong. It feels wrong to one.
It feels wrong to get a show for free.
Well, it would feel like I'm being a peeping Tom.
Hey, man. AJ and I have both paid good money for less.
And when my girlfriend came down, I'm like, yo, look up. And she looked up and she's like, what? She's like, oh, girl, put your tits away. Put your girls away is what she said. But I've told that story to my friends. And like, oh, you're a creep. You're creeping on them. Like, no, I'm not going to go over there and do that because that was just a freak accident that just happened.
You're a creep. You're creeping on them. Fuck yeah, man. I've seen more than you have.
Yeah, but we just lost 2 viewers doing that.
Apparently I want to hook up with Squires. Hey, you know what, man? I'm sure he has the same build as DeVito.
I wouldn't call myself.
Did on the news.
I wouldn't call myself sheltered. I would just say I have morals and I have respect. I respect whammon. I respect whammon. I got my respect whammon juice right here. God. Right here. Too bad they're not here anymore. They probably won't ever see another stream again. But oh well.
Yeah, that's very fair. Dude, I've been struggling, everybody. I'm just gonna be flat out with it. It's been a rough month, I'd say. It has been a rough month. I feel like almost for everybody. 2021 hasn't been great. Like, to be honest, it's been better than 2020 by all standards. Holy shit. 2020 set the bar so low that I could just like I could shuffle my feet and make it over it with inches of clearance.
You could probably skateboard and ollie over that bar, and you probably don't even skateboard.
I have never once been on anything longer than a longboard. Yeah. Or anything shorter than a longboard. Not once. And I don't think that you can do ollies on a longboard, can you?
I think the way I see it, skateboards are like, recreational tricks.
For tricks.
Yeah, and then longboards are a means of transportation. Or
like entertainment. Because like people dance on them.
Leisure.
People dance on them. It's pretty sick. But no, dude, I'm like sitting there. It was probably Tuesday. I had to go into work on Wednesday. And I'm like, hot damn. This is a wild time so far. Sitting there eating my noodles, watching my anime. Just ask Austin. Figure this out. He can attest. I was like, this year has sucked. But you know what this year's given me? An interesting conspiracy theory about money and hot women. So, Austin J. Roberts has a thing for softball players, specifically Oregon softball players. But there's this uncanny tendency for them to get some of the most attractive ones that I've ever seen.
Some of the things that pop up in my feed are like Austin liked Campus Cuties. Campus Cuties, that's where it is.
Campus Cuties. They went on a bit of a hiatus for a bit, and he seemed to be down bad because of it.
Austin, boy.
But I'm gonna help Austin get one. I swear to God, I almost got Austin an ISU girl. It was he nearly blew it too. Holy shit! I was like,
you know, Finn, you would be a really good wingman. I think you would.
Dude, I have been.
Because especially around me, you've seen, or when I was single, and even the last thing you told me was that one thing that you said beforehand that I wasn't recording, but I kind of wish I was. You're like, oh, you got to get that.
Oh my God, dude! If you guys haven't yet, you gotta go get that COVID coochie because I swear to God, that shit cooks your wiener like a hot dog.
Oh, he just said it. He really just said it. Oh, no, he did.
COVID coochie gonna be some of that best
you tried
you've ever had.
And it's not just you. People try to play matchmaker and try to get me matched with so many different people. I'm vaccinated to my Tinder bio.
Joke's on them. It's only for mumps.
I'm vaccinated too for different things.
I'm vaccinated for a lot of things, one of which being rabies.
Diphtheria is a vaccine, right? There's a diphtheria shot. You have to get a bunch of vaccines before you go to college, and you
gotta get a bunch of vaccines before you're allowed to live.
That's true.
Let's be real.
That is true. Unless you're one of those people that's like, I'm not gonna let my baby be tracked by Verizon.
As you're being tracked by Verizon because your parents vaccinated you.
Well, I'm being tracked by Verizon just because I have a Verizon phone in my pocket right now and don't have airplane mode on. And there it goes.
Further than I thought.
There it goes. There it goes. Long drive. If it stays fair, a home run.
That went a little bit further than I thought.
You gonna go grab it, or are you just gonna be like, nah, I'll grab it later?
I'll get it later. I think it's on silent. We're good.
Yeah, don't be like me. Don't be like me in like the stretch of 4 weeks where I had my phone on, and every time I get a notification about, hey, Twitch, you're live.
I like interacting with people, but more than anything, I like the interaction itself, trying to figure people out. It's like Jason can attest. I've acted so different around him so many times, and most of them were all the very first few times that we met.
Finn actually welcomed me into volleyball.
I walked up to him and I was like, took you long enough.
Yeah.
He was like, what?
Yeah, I was just lurking in the back of our student section the entire time because I was like, I don't know if I feel part of these guys. One, because I was only minority in that front row too, and two, I just didn't know too much about volleyball. I didn't even know that Finn was younger than me at the time. So and he's still younger than me. So saying at the time does not.
Now hold on. Maybe not. We'll see. Allegedly. But okay, one of my favorite ways, and I'll show this to people all the time, right? So one of my favorite ways to get numbers would be, and granted, for those of you that don't know, I've been in a relationship since the beginning of 2018.
Isn't your anniversary coming up soon too?
Yeah, actually.
Congrats, man.
Will we be live on my anniversary?
I don't know what date that is.
No, we will not be live. Unfortunately, it's a Tuesday.
Unfortunately, wouldn't that be a time for you to just
that would be kind of cool to have
WebEx or WebEx or Zoom your girlfriend?
Like not be a Walmart hawk. If you get kicked out of Walmart, you can't be a Walmart hawk. You've got to be like, what would that be? Probably like a Walmart Hoosier.
Well, first off, at the end of it, he said he's been kicked out of Walmart and Grimes. How do you get kicked out of Walmart and Grimes?
Okay, we can officially call AJ a tavern hawk.
Oh no.
I'll let everybody know that you're officially a tavern hawk. But okay. But I love to show guys how to get numbers just by talking to somebody, right? Doesn't even matter what you're talking about, as long as you can keep their interest for 5 minutes. If you keep their interest for 5 minutes, you're almost guaranteed a number. This is a polar bear. Hi, my name's Jason.
My icebreaker 5 years ago was, I'm not gonna drop their names, but it's, are you blank? Because they were twins. It was a twin. It was like, are you blank or blank? And they're like, I'm the right twin that you were asking for. Like, okay, what would you say if I asked you to prom? And that was it. That was it. And they're like, I'd say yes. I'm like, I'm gonna turn around because that's not what I was expecting at all. I was like, all right, have a good day. And then they came back, actually not even them. It was more of their friend took their phone from them, screaming across the high school lunchroom, saying, blank wants your phone number, blank wants your phone number, and her following embarrassingly behind her friend, trying to catch after her. So that was my icebreaker, I guess.
That scares me. Please never have children.
I don't ever want to have children. I don't ever want to fucking get married, Finn.
Ouch. That hurt.
What? What part? Which part? Which part?
Yes. Mine back in the day used to be roses are red. You're cute as a duck. Let's go on a date. And then we can cuddle. No, that seems like something that you would say.
Sounds like something Circle Herc would say, though, too.
No, that sounds like something that AJ would say. And then AJ would actually chicken out of the cuddling. Oh, wait, no, that's Bender.
Nah, Circle Herc, I'm done with this whole dating game thing. I don't want to make people feel like they're rebounds.
Dude, okay.
But continue with your story. Continue with your story.
If you're at a bar, no, dude, Andy would also flake out of cuddling. But if you're at a bar or a party, you see a cute girl, you walk up, be like, hey, I'm alone. Notice that you weren't hanging with anybody right now. You mind if I, just kind of hang here and talk with you? They say no. They're a bitch. Simple as that.
Damn.
Yeah, no, like that's... No, sorry. Okay, fuck off. I just said, well, I wanted to talk. God. I just matched with my 300th girl on Tinder. What should I tell? Andy Finzer's greatest achievement is 1, growing facial hair, and 2, probably being president of Adeland more years than he's had sex. So, I mean,
the whole you being like, yo, I just want to talk at a bar kind of thing. That's just kind of like, I guess that's how Circle Herc would. I'm guessing giving another example how like we mesh, because like we're two different completely personalities. Like I'm an introvert, but you're so extroverted. So I guess we just balance. Maybe we balance each other out. I'm not entirely sure. So
sometimes you just gotta go up and be like, yo.
Not entirely sure how this works.
Sometimes you just want to go up and you're gonna be like, yo, you just want to talk for a bit? Yeah, let's just talk. Doesn't have to be for long. Doesn't have to be about anything that I want to talk about. What was it? There was one time, remember I was showing a friend at, it was, I can't remember what party it was at. Oh, it was an apartment party. And I was showing a guy how to just walk up to a girl and talk. She talked about how to get smoky eyes for like 6 minutes. And I told another friend, I was like, yo, after like 5 or so minutes, come get me. All right. He was like, all right, yeah. And, you know, him and the friend that I'm showing are just off there kind of watching. And after like 6 or so minutes, comes up and he's like, hey man, yo, we're getting ready to dip. And I'm like, all right, cool. And I say to her, I'm like, yo, it was pretty nice. It was like great talking to you. I'm actually like super interested in how to get smoky eyes now. Mind if I get your number? Instant. It was so easy. We never actually texted because I didn't care enough. But like, I was like, dude, that's it. That's easy. Next party, he got a girl's number. First text, asked her to fuck. Guess what happened?
Oh no, that didn't happen. That didn't happen, did it?
She blocked his number.
Of course. I mean, that only works with specific people. It only works with like people that are really just want to bang.
It only works with people that you've got that like, hey, we've done all the rest of the shit. Let's do it. Trying to fuck. Becky, let me smash.
Well, banging on the first date was something. Never mind. I'm not going to go there. I don't want to insult her.
Ooh.
I don't want to go there. That actually might be a low blow.
Jason throwing shade at the exes.
I mean, I guess she's pretty lucky to go 4 for 4. She's batting 4 for 4 on the first date.
Well, hot damn.
So
hot damn.
So
I'm
I was the fourth. I was number 4, and never mind. I'm not going to go there. I don't want to be.
She's dead. No, she's dead. She decided that Jason was just so good that she died of happiness.
No, I'm not going to go there because I don't want to delve into possibly being mistaken for. I don't think I could say that word. Blank shaming on Twitch. I don't think I can say that. So I want to be careful because I don't want to give that impression because I'm really trying not to.
Dude, I will say that I am 1 for 2. My one being AJ. No, I'm kidding.
You're not 280. Oh, that's because you aren't a lady. That's why.
Not a lady. Don't have to be 280.
You're right, Circle Herc. X's are necessary because it's a learning experience. If you don't learn anything from them, then like I'm not gonna say, oh, just date to learn. You don't know, not just date to learn, but when something like that happens, when a breakup happens, at least take something positive out of it, take a lesson out of it. So I agree with you there.
Dude, AJ, if you're talking about who I think you're talking about, she was a fucking bitch. I could not stand her. She's actually probably one of the worst people that I've ever met. That's not a lie. She was so manipulative towards you. You were having a fucking mental breakdown in the middle of the comments, and she was busy texting, "Get your fucking ass here."
Dude, that's the difference.
She was going ape shit on you.
You are witnessing live the difference, how like we balance each other out. We're just like complete opposite ends of the spectrum. Like I refuse to like go into the details and like, you know, insult people, but like Finn was just like, it's free real estate, man.
Dude, if somebody needs to have their ass put in place, I'll do it. It's not like my opinion matters to people. If it does, fuck off.
I guess we can agree there because I really don't feel like my opinion matters anyway. That's why I only have 30 followers on Twitter.
Hey, man, I should a lot better.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. You guys are still friends.
Dude, never date for looks. Never date for looks. If you're dating for looks, dude, you're bound to run into either some crazy or some bitches. And if it's crazy, never date crazy. Stick your dick in crazy. I've heard that sticking your dick in crazy some of the best that you can get aside from that COVID coochie.
Oh no, I did not. I'm gonna go all the room. I did not. Nothing happened, and nothing has ever happened, and I don't expect anything to happen. Even though I have my friends saying, "Embrace the meme, go for it." No, I was like, I'm fucking scared as fuck. I was scared as fuck to open up a package from her. It wasn't. I didn't even know. Did you think
it was going to be a strap-on and that said "You're next"?
No. Well, one thing, it was a Christmas gift, and I was surprised that nobody had taken it. It was just sitting outside of my door, my apartment. I was away from for 3 weeks, so I'm surprised that was still there in front of my apartment. 2, it didn't even have her name on it. It was from a different. The return address was from an Amber in Texas, and I only know one Amber, and I won't go into that because that's still kind of a sensitive topic and not really something I should be talking about. But that's not the same Amber. And so I'm like, what the hell is this? I don't even know what it is. And so after, I think we had to do a show that night. I'm not entirely sure. No, we didn't have to do a show. We had to do a show the next night. But I opened up the package like around midnight, and there's like, okay, there's some tissue paper and stuff like this, and I'm like, all right, what is blah, all right. Before I even get to what's in the box, unwrapping that tissue paper, I get to a note. I'm like, all right, I need to know like who is this from, because I'm like, I don't know anybody in Texas other than I only have like I have a few relatives in Texas, but like, one, how do they know my address, and 2, why did they use the name Amber Glasgow or something like that? Like, I don't know, it just doesn't make any sense to me. And so I opened it and it said, "Dear Jason, heard you got a record player, so I got you this record holder to collect all your vinyl and display them. Enjoy." And it was from COVID Coochie, because that's what you know her as. You know her as COVID Coochie, apparently. So I was just like, I'm not sure what to think.
That was my nickname in college.
Oh, God. I hope none of my friends are actually watching the stream right now, and actually, because they'll know exactly who I'm talking about. They'll know exactly what I'm talking about. But after that has happened, a couple of my friends have been like, "Yo, go for it. Do it." I'm like, no, because I'm scared as fuck. And, I'm like, I can't fucking, like, I feel like I'm going to die every time I send a message out, so yeah. I don't know where I was going with this, but that was that. I guess I was just ranting. We said we were going to rant this episode.
I'm just over here dying in my own joke. It's fine. Gobi Coochie, that's what you know her as. That was my nickname in college.
Yeah, I'm so glad. At least if I take a look at the viewer list, let's see if I. One might be a friend. I'm not entirely sure.
One's me.
But I know Sans Dressing isn't here, and Sans Dressing will definitely know who that is. It's actually Sans Dressing's roommate. So
Circle Herc, look, man. It might not fill the hole in my heart, but it will definitely get another hole filled.
I was gonna say, are you going there? Are you really gonna go there? See, Circle Herc, I feel like you and I are more like kind of have the same morals. Maybe, I'm not sure. I'm not sure though.
Dude, I have no morals. If somebody steps up to me and is like, "Kill me," I'll be like, "Cool, what do you want?"
Nah, Finn, you have morals. Nobody. It's just rare for people to see that side of you. See the softer side, the teddy bear side.
The softer side of it.
The teddy bear side with the real teeth.
Good night, everybody. Do you remember? Do you not remember when I was inches away from that K-State volleyball player's face, just screaming.
Do you
not remember that?
Do you remember? That's a question I want to know. And there you have a story about that too. You have a story about the K-State volleyball team.
That was our freshman year, so I remember all of it.
There's a story. I won't ever tell that story because that's your story. That's your story to tell.
I'll tell that story someday, but I'm gonna save that for when we have more than 5 average viewers. Speaking of 5 average viewers, it's been an hour 20. I'm tired as hell. Jason's tired. We said that we weren't going to go. Oh God. The Oklahoma State assistant coach. I did match with him on Tinder. Unfortunately, it turns out I'm not in Ames anymore. Damn. I'm also not into dudes. Super sucks. Circular, I appreciate the tip. But for those of you that have tuned in tonight, we really appreciate you listening to us rant about everything from Jason's relationship status to finances.
To stonks.
I'm up thousands today, guys. I hope that's not even a joke. I hope you guys realize that I'm kind of a master trader. I've moved on from masturbator to master trader. It's great.
Graduate. You've graduated twice within the past year, so
it's true. I am a higher rank than AJ, after all. I am in fact a higher rank than AJ. But Jason, do you have any final thoughts for us tonight?
Final thoughts. I want to clarify. At the end of last week's episode, I picked the Bills and the Packers to go to the Super Bowl, and I'm not saying this now just because I know who won, but this is actually what I meant to say. But I was just so tired last week that I could not think properly, and I'm still very, very tired. I woke up today, and I don't know why I was just extremely tired. And I still am extremely. I almost fell over at 7:00 today, not from tiredness, but just from just passing out and from I don't even know what. But I meant to say at the end of last week's episode, I meant to say Bills and Buccaneers. I'm sorry.
No, you didn't. No,
I actually did. I did mean to say that. Why would I change that if I even know now that the Bills lost also? If I wanted to be right, I would say that I meant to say the Chiefs and the Buccaneers.
See, but it makes you look better as a Packers fan to choose your team to lose.
I said that they would lose in the Super Bowl too, though.
Yeah, but that's different because that's the Super Bowl.
No, I actually did mean to say Bills and Buccaneers because my theory was one, Aaron Rodgers has never beaten Tom Brady. And 2, that Buccaneers team, when they played during the regular season, was they made them look silly. They made them look like an XFL team. They made them look like an AAF team. And so that was my theory. That didn't actually happen because they didn't get crushed. It's just they played poorly. They played stupidly. And don't blame officiating. That was a pass interference call. That definitely was pass interference. So I just wanted to clear that up. And that's also why I was kind of disappointed. Very disappointed.
Make a twit longer next time. Do it.
I don't even know how to. If I don't know how to use Twitter, I won't know how to use Twit longer.
Actually, no. Sorry, we've moved on to Google Docs.
Yes,
my bad. That's not a joke. We've moved on from making apologies on Twit longer to Google Docs.
Yes. Actually, we'll make apology videos. And I just need to, ruffle up my hair. There it is. It just woke up.
No, you need to
I need to have S tier apology on critical. S tier apologies. That's what I need to have. But I wanted to clarify that because I did feel after the show ended, I'm like, damn it, I misspoke. I did misspoke.
Who did I pick? Didn't I pick?
You picked Bills and Packers. And maybe that's why I said Bills Packers because I heard you say it, and that was just what my mind was.
Did I really pick Bills Packers?
You picked Bills Packers. Ryan last week picked Chiefs Bills. Or sorry, not Chiefs Bucks.
Damn.
Chiefs Bucks, so he was right there.
Dude, I don't know, man. I felt really good about the Packers because they were. I picked one team that had momentum on their side and one team that didn't have momentum on their side. Because the Packers didn't have momentum. They were just a good team. But the Bucks did have momentum. And the Bills had the momentum on their side, whereas the Chiefs were just that good team. And I'm okay to be proven wrong. I like Brady. I have zero problems with Brady. I don't have a problem with Mahomes and his Chiefs. I just will never root for them because everybody in Nebraska roots for the Chiefs because they're the local team.
Also,
And I like
also
the Saints.
remember that the last time Mahomes lost by more than one possession, he was a college student, and that was against Iowa State.
And Baker Mayfield was his backup.
Yeah, you're right.
So, Jason, anything else?
I guess we've hidden the disappointment. We didn't really get to the actual disappointment that we opened up with. One, because we're tired as hell. We are extremely tired. But trust us, when I opened up with the clip of Review Bra saying my disappointment is immeasurable and my day is ruined, it's more of like my disappointment is immeasurable and my whole month has been ruined. Because that's how we feel right now. We didn't get into it. Maybe we'll get into it someday. We forgot to get to it today because we were too busy talking about it.
Legally, I'm not able to get into it.
That is true. Legally, there's one thing. He didn't do anything wrong. Don't make any assumptions. I know exactly what happened. Well, I mean, I know the press release, but Finn is in the clear. He did nothing. He did nothing wrong.
If anybody actually wants to know, I'm allowed to share a news article, and that's it.
I feel
felony. Hey, it's only grand larceny. Fuck off.
I feel for you tomorrow. I feel like maybe tomorrow might be a day where you might have to lean on me, depending on what happens when you. I want to be careful with my wording here.
That was Wednesday, bud.
That was Wednesday when it happened?
It's a day removed.
Ah, okay.
It's already a day removed.
So I didn't know if you guys were going to discuss it tomorrow also. Again, I'm trying to be careful with wording because I don't want to reveal details.
But no, to piggyback off of Jason and kind of condense what he's saying, guys, shit sucks sometimes. That's okay. Especially if you're a guy, it's perfectly okay to reach out to people and talk to them. Statistically speaking, tough guys kill themselves the most often. I live in small town America. I know that for a fact. Genuinely. Tough guys kill themselves the most often. Why do they kill themselves? Because they're too tough to deal with it. Crazy, right? But at the very least, those of you watching, I don't know about Jason because I don't know if he's willing to have his DMs flooded with this shit. But I love to lend an ear and I love to help talk to people. Because everybody's got something good, man. Everybody's got something good. I made thousands of dollars today. How many 21-year-olds can say that? Okay, a lot. But how many 21-year-olds living in their parents' house can say that?
How many 21-year-olds living in Nebraska can say that?
Living in their parents' house in bumfuck Nebraska. It's tough sometimes.
Corver has a really good point here. If you ever feel you need it at all, it's okay to seek help. I'm not gonna. It's more of it's a morale thing for me to not want to share what he said in chat because I feel like it is personal. So I want to. But basically,
if you don't feel comfortable sharing with somebody that you feel is an individual, seek out a therapist. They're trained to help you. They're trained to help you figure out why you're feeling the way you are. And they can actually give you the help that you might properly need. And that's important, especially now. AJ's right.
It happens.
He and I both. I'm piggybacking off of what you said. We've seen too many people sell themselves short. They're too tough for help. They burn themselves out, and their lives either never reach where they should have, or they end. It's both a horrific thing, and it is incredibly sad for everybody else. For everybody outside. Sorry. I swallowed some spit wrong. I'm not crying, I swear.
It tastes like rum?
Yeah. But there's a lot of people that actually do care. I know I care. I might just be a burner on Twitter. But HM, God, I'm gonna fucking. When's the next flight to Hawaii? I'm gonna come down there and kick your ass. But I know I might just be a burner on Twitter as voted on by the Hawkeyes, but I care. My DMs are always open to talk. Therapists care. Plenty of people care. Talk to someone, man. And on that note, Finn's anime of the week. Finn's anime of the week is a weird one. It's one that I feel the need to talk to people about constantly. And it seems fitting, seeing some of the actions of the characters. I'm 6 episodes in because my head spins every time I watch a goddamn episode. And it's confusing as hell. I've smacked... Okay, AJ, I can testify Finn is absolutely a good person to talk about that stuff. I've smacked AJ so many times because he's busy crying and wants me to smack him, except I smack him for totally different reasons. Whatever you need, whatever you feel you need, just talk, man. I'd love to talk back. Just like the main character of this anime did.
That's a really good segue. I am proud of that. Wow.
Small town in Japan. Transfer student from the big city. Moves there. This place has a history of some accidents, doesn't it? Of course it does. It's a small town in Japan. What the hell else is going to happen there? It's not like they have Yu-Gi-Oh or anything. After a series of murders over a period of, I believe it's around 5 years, big city cops start to get suspicious. They head down there during the annual festival where there's more murder. They talk to the transfer student, the boy that discovered the body. And it turns out that he has some connections to the murders. In an absolute wild ride of twists, turns, and events that make absolutely zero goddamn sense. And I mean zero goddamn sense. This is shit that's made me want to cry trying to figure it out. Not because I'm scared, not because I'm sad. I don't know what the hell's going on at all. And it's so good. This show is called When They Cry. It is available on crunchyroll.com and verve.co. It is 2 separate series. Both of them are 26 episodes long. And my God, if you are somebody that's into murder mysteries, somebody that's into horror, like genuine horror, the kind of horror where they have cicadas playing in the background of every dialogue scene because they add to that air of just nothingness surrounding you, this is the show for you. I love it. I'm actually addicted. I just can't watch more than an episode a day because it's such a ride. As somebody who's addicted to just binge watching episodes of a show that he's seen probably 4 times at this point, this is one show that I can't, because I can't understand it. And I love that. But my final thoughts for the week, Jason, really appreciate you doing this. I know that the semester just started, and folks, we're still going to do our absolute damnedest to give you content every week. Why? Who knows? it was another thought. Circle Herc just said that he watched the saga of Tanya the Evil. He said it was lemonparty.com. I choose to take that as a compliment. But I told you, man, that thing is like a fever dream. It is like you watch it back. If you watch it back a second time, you're like, that's sick. The fact that it also has a movie associated with it to go into the next season that they're currently making, wild. Oh, he's joking. He didn't watch it. Good.
Now you make me want a lemon cookie now. Damn it, Circle Herc.
If that's what lemonparty.com makes you want,
I've been craving cookies for like you knew at the Discord call we were in a couple of days ago. Like, I want a cookie cake. I don't know what the fuck's wrong with me. Maybe it's just I don't know. Maybe I'm sad and lonely. I don't know.
Hentai next week I'll talk about a hentai. Swear to God. On God, I'll talk about a hentai next week. But Jason, really appreciate you coming out this week.
Oh, thanks.
I appreciate
all
of our viewers. I appreciate all of our viewers. Circle Herc and Mater, our two active chatters of the week. More than anything, we appreciate you, the ones watching on YouTube or Twitch. But fuck you guys. We appreciate all of you watching on YouTube. I don't remember what our YouTube channel is called, but you're on it, so it doesn't even fucking matter at that point.
It's called Underqualified. Just look it up, Underqualified Podcast. The profile picture is a purple U, and it's just it's easy to find.
Sick. I'm never gonna remember that. You're gonna have to remind me every time.
That's fine. We'll have this episode uploaded at 2:00 tomorrow, 2:00 Central Time tomorrow. I'll try to. My fault was last week.
You need to remind me because I'm gonna forget.
I don't even know if I sent you the link last week. Yeah, I just completely forgot. So like, I'm gonna try and remember. What I'm probably gonna do tomorrow is I'm probably just gonna send him the link while I'm at the library tomorrow. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. School and this too. Two things balancing out. Trying to do the best I can for our audience and for you guys too, because we know that you guys watch this. You guys spend a hell of a lot of time devoting Thursday nights and late Thursday nights too. You guys could be munching on your Buffalo Wild Wings BOGO boneless wings, but you choose to maybe do that and watch us at the same time. I'm not entirely sure, but we appreciate you, and we're still working hard at this. Top of your screen again. I'm going to remind you guys. New Twitter account.
We have a Twitter.
New Twitter account. It's at Underqualified, so it's basically Underqualified, but with an extra U in front of it. I have no idea what the hell the profile picture is. Finn, I think, set it up, and you'll have to ask him, and you can DM him and ask him. But yep, we've increased a little bit of our technology here too. I finally have a lamp, thanks to some supporters. I'll have to add them into the credits too. I
have a lamp too. I'll show you guys my lamp. It's pretty sick. Look at it.
Hey, that provides decent lighting for you. Actually, not decent. It provides good lighting for you.
I also have a printer.
I'd be careful with how much you show. Dude, Amazon, all the Amazon stuff, man. Be careful what you're showing.
Just 2 boxes.
We have
the old box for my arm.
We have lost him, but now hopefully I've implemented a couple of changes here to the stream too. I added a noise gate to my microphone so that hopefully that filters out some of the extra fan noise or any extra noise coming from anything in my room. We're trying to do better for you guys. We're trying to do better both for you guys and for us. We hope that you stick along with these with our ride. We enjoy doing this. I'm speaking for Finn, but I know for sure that we do enjoy doing this for both ourselves and for you guys. And you guys make it the fact that you guys continually show up and communicate and interact with us makes it more enjoyable. It makes us feel like we're actually going somewhere, that we're actually valued and important. But no, just thank you guys. Thank you guys. Please continue to watch us. We appreciate it. And the more you watch us, the more we'll do things for you too. And
you know what? I decided. Fuck it. I'm gonna record a basic outro for us right now. You ready, Jason?
Go ahead.
Thank you, everybody, for watching the YouTube video. Do you want to interact with us on Twitter? Follow us at Underqualified. I think that's the entire tag. Or Skeetup or J_Wrangle. DMs on all 3 accounts are open. We're not big enough for them to be closed. Actually, I think my DMs might be closed. Do things for you fun. OnlyFans.
Finley fans.
But if you want to watch us live every Thursday night at 9:30 p.m. Central Standard Time at twitch.tv/crunchbar33, interact with us there. Interact with us on Twitter at Underqualified, at Skeetup, at J_Wrangle. And folks, all I've got left to say is roll clones.
Roll credits. We'll see you guys next week. We hope you're back too. Bye-bye.